whatever you do, they here. The insects are here. So you have to do something for them. It smells like cucumbers over here. It smells so good. Hello everyone, and welcome to Angel's Peaceful Garden. I'm a beginner gardener in Gardening Zone 8B in Texas. And I've been noticing that there is kind of a rhythm to keeping the garden alive in July. There are things that I'm doing every week, and I thought I'd share them with you because y'all know that I've already talked to you about the fact that I want to learn to grow food 365 days a year in my backyard. And I am on this journey, and I am on it with you guys. So I'm going to share today the things that are keeping the garden growing in July. The first thing is mulch, which I remember to do sometimes, and I haven't remembered to do other times, and it is biting me in the you know what. Because I know that it helps to keep the soil moist, and we are hitting triple digit temperatures almost every day this week. The days that we're not hitting triple digits, it's like 99, 98. It's the same thing with the UV index being so high and everything. It's just hot. It's hot. Mulch really helps, and I use pine shavings. I'm going to be doing some more mulching on things that I haven't previously mulched, and I'll add a little bit more mulch to other things that need it. The other thing is transplanting. So and there's two things that go together actually, transplanting and dropping seeds. So I'm transplanting in things that I previously drop seeds for. So you have to start dropping seeds when you start seeing your plants fruit in order to have another one to succession plant later on when that plant dies, especially cucumbers because they don't last that long. So you want to have enough new plants coming up behind that you are not holding on to one that's just trying to hang on to life and is wanting to die, but you're not letting it die and live its regular life cycle. So we're going to be pulling some things out, and we're going to be replacing them with some of the starts that we already have. This one is an Amish paste tomato, but I have other tomatoes as well that I'm going to be dropping for my fall succession planting. I have Early Girls. I put in one that I purchased from the store because my heat tolerant tomatoes were not looking like they were going to give us anything. I have made some changes to them and up potted, so I'm hoping that we'll get some tomatoes off of those plants, but I did purchase a start to help that process along. But I have a succession planting of Amish paste tomatoes and Early Girls. I also succession planted Bait Alpha cucumbers, Straight 8, and Supremo cucumbers. So we have plenty of cucumbers that we'll be planting out as well. I've dropped many other seeds, and we're going to be up potting and getting those into the garden as well. The fourth thing is irrigation. And these are in no order, y'all, because irrigation, y'all know, is very, very important. But my garden was just at the top of my hill over here last year. And last year I set up an irrigation system that there was one sprinkler head in each pot, and all I had to do was turn the nozzle. This year I didn't get anything set up, so I'm watering by hand, and it takes a lot of time. And time is not something that I have all the time. I go out of town for work. My family has to do it. I go out of town for vacation, and I know that y'all have the same issues. So irrigation is something that you have to think about if you want to have a backyard garden. And you want it to thrive, especially in the summertime, because you're talking about sometimes some things need to be watered every day or they will die. They just melt. They just fry in the heat. So yeah, irrigation It's right up there. The next thing is insect prevention, or treating for insects, or spraying water on your plants for insects. Whatever you do, they're here. The insects are here. So you have to do something for them. I use neem oil, a little soap in the water, and I spray it. And I'll show y'all how I do that. The next thing is weeding. Yeah, this is my first year. My first year actually going through the summertime with a garden this big, and I did not realize that weeds will grow up around everything. That's a thing. So I purchased a handheld weed eater, and I'm going to be using that in the month of July. Yep, we're going to be using that in the month of July because I don't like all that around everywhere. This is called Angel's Peaceful Garden, and this is my piece, and it's going to continue to be my piece. But for it to continue to be my piece, we're going to have to get these weeds under control, because I can't do it. I can't do it. So yes, I purchased a little small handheld weed eater, and I will be working on that in the month of July. The next thing is, and I think for me, this is the most important one, because the insects will get out and get to your fruit before you do, or sun scald or whatever. So you can't let the fruit stay on the vine too long. So harvesting is probably the most important thing for me on this list. But let me tell you, I just realized this list has 7 tasks on it. So I may be doing a task a day. I may be weeding one day. I may be harvesting one day. But whatever I am doing, I will make sure that it benefits the garden and my peas. I think that'll help me to gain some time back, right? We can't be out here all day during the summertime. It's just too hot. It is way too hot. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a task a day, see how that works. And y'all are going to come along with me. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But we're going to try it, see how it does. I'm going to try to organize it to make sure, fertilization is not on the list. So it may have to go in with water, but that's okay. Water and fertilize. We're going to do that. You see, this is real time, y'all. This is real time. I'm out here talking to myself, talking to y'all. And it is real time, me making my lists. And y'all know I like a list. So the first thing today, though, I think what we're going to do is transplant a few things, transplant at least one thing, because I have to take some cucumbers out. I also need to take one of my tomatoes out. So we're going to take those things out, and then we're going to replace them with a few starts that we have. And we might get a little mulching done. I'm not sure how much we'll get done, because it's already close to 7 o'clock here, and the sun is a little weird, as you can tell. It was hard for me to find a spot to film this because the sun is weird, and I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see me. But I'm hoping that this comes out okay. I took this, I think it's a liter. I want to say it's a liter. I don't think it's a sucker, but maybe suckers are liters. Y'all let me know. I took this off of my Amish paste tomato, and it, as you can see, is just in water. It's just in water, and it's growing roots. And what has happened is, since I put it in this water, it has a tomato on it. So I want to plant this today because obviously it has a will to live, and I want it to survive. So we're going to plant this today. And I think I'm going to plant a straight 8 for sure. and maybe another bait alpha will go in and a couple of Supremos. I want my Supremos to go up in another bed, so I'm not sure if we'll get there or not. It's a lot for one video, so we'll see how it goes. If it gets too long and I'm still able to film tonight, then this may become 2 videos. This is going to be a new series that we're starting called Keeping It Growing in July, and it will just be me doing these tasks that we have already outlined, and I hope you come along with me. The first task today is going to be transplanting this big mamma jamma here, though. It really wants to grow, y'all. And the other one I have down there does not. It's done. It's absolutely done. There's a lot going on here. I hope y'all can't hear all this noise. We got somebody cutting maybe a tree down or something, and there's noise on the other side of the neighborhood, but it's carrying over here. So sorry about that if you can hear it. And somebody else is playing some music. We're in the city. We're in the city. It is what it is. It'll be different when the Lord blesses us with some land. I'm believing that that's going to happen. Y'all believe with me now that we're going to purchase some land and we're not going to live in the city no more, because I'm done. I'm done with it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this Amish paste tomato out that's not working anymore. I don't know if it has disease. I don't know what's going on with it, but it needs to come out. I'm going to let y'all see what it's looking like. So hopefully y'all can see what this is looking like. It's just looks like it's tired and ready to be done. The leaves are all curled on it. It's not doing well in the heat. Like this plant that's right next to it, the leaves are curling a little bit, but it looks like it's for the most part healthy, and it still has some tomatoes on it. This one just never really did produce very well. These cucumbers have done very, very well for us, but as you can see, we're getting lots of the leaves dying back, and the plant is just looking really ragged. Very, very ragged. It's ready to go. So we're going to pull all these cucumbers out, and we're going to pull out this tomato plant right here. I'm also going to take out this marigold that's on the side right here, because I think part of the problem was it wasn't getting enough nutrients or sunlight, maybe even water, because of this marigold that's here. So we're going to pull this out as well, and we're going to go ahead and get rid of this particular marigold because I think it has powdery mildew or something on it. I forgot my sweet potato vine was back there. Luckily, I didn't break it. But oh my gosh, I would have been so upset. I'm going to take the entire root out because I am going to plant right back in it, and I don't want it to impede the growth of the roots of the new plant I'm putting in it. I know some people say you should leave them in there for nutrition, but this is a container, so. Okay, so up front, in front of it, we still have basil, we still have marigolds, but behind, I am going to plant this tomato. And look, the last 2 that were on here had blossom and rot too, so there was no use in waiting on them. That's going to go straight into the trash. I'm not going to put it into the bottom of a bag or anything and try to save it and use it in the garden. That will go straight in the trash. It's pretty moist because I did actually water this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and amend the soil a little bit. I'm going to put some bone meal, high yield vegetable food. This is a 4-10-6. And I'm going to use some mycorrhizal fungi as well. This one is supposed to help with root development, so hopefully it does. And I'm not going to put a shade cloth over here because I think there's enough shade going on over here already. Y'all see this sweet potato vine? I gotta deal with it first. Give me 1 second. Growing sweet potatoes in ground in Texas. I don't know who does it, but good on you, because I'm not digging in this clay soil. It's just way too hard. I have a little bit of a flower garden in the front yard, and I barely use it. I try to use perennials in there because it's just way too difficult. It's too difficult. Hey guys, I wanted to come back and update you guys that I did go ahead and purchase one of the irrigation systems that I had last year installed, and I will be installing that. And that's going to be a game changer in the garden. Okay, that's pretty far down in the soil, which is okay for a tomato. It's actually good for it to be a little deeper. That way it can grow more roots, but it already is kind of slumped over. So I'm going to go get a clip to clip it to the cattle panel. That worked out that I'm taking the cucumbers down because I need to take these clips off anyway. So I can reuse it. Okay. For the sake of time, I'm going to water everything in after I get the cucumbers in as well. Okay, we're going to start over here. Just taking these clips off and getting these cucumbers off of these string trellises. I am thankful for the harvest that we did get off of these. They were beautiful. Beautiful harvest. Really delicious cucumbers, and we are still enjoying them. My husband is pickling some. I'm eating them fresh. I just made a salad this week that had kale and collards, tomatoes, fresh tomatoes out of the garden, onions. What else did I? And these cucumbers. It was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you're looking for a green that you can put in a salad in the summertime, try growing some collards because they actually do well if you're growing them in the shade or have a shade cloth. Well, that works. I can keep the strings up and then they'll be ready to go when our new plants get ready. I am having to be a little careful because we have morning glory vines mixed in here as well. And I don't want to hurt those. Let's try to untangle this. This is going to be kind of tedious. I'm going to turn y'all off and I'll bring y'all back once I get all the cucumbers down. I was able to get all the cucumber vines down. It didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. I did have to maneuver around the morning glory vines, but it's worth it to me not to have to purchase more shade cloth and let this provide a shade canopy, a living shade canopy. That was my plan from the get-go. So I am noticing now that I'm digging down inside the dirt that the back of the bed, because my yard is on a slant, is still, even though I watered this morning, it's very dry. So I'm going to have to start watering a lot more on the back of the bag and letting it travel to the front because the front seems moist. The back of the bag is dry. Definitely dry. I'm going to loosen this soil up on this side as well. Okay, I'm going to go and grab some compost to amend the bag with. I use this Living Earth organic compost just really because that is what they have available at the store that I frequent, which is normally the Big Blue store. It seems to work okay. I don't have a preference really. This is just the cheapest, best quality one that I found here in Texas in the store I shop in. And It's very, very important that you keep feeding your soil, especially if you're going to be planting in it quite often. You have to make sure that you feed it so it can feed your plants. These strings are in my way. All right. That looks a whole lot better. A whole lot better. We're going to use the same 3 amendments, and I'm going to put 2 straight 8s in this one and 2 bait alpha in this one. Earlier today, I was pruning some flowers, and the Lord was telling me, look inside the foliage. So I looked inside the foliage, and I saw so many brown parts and parts that need to be, and parts that needed to be deadheaded or taken out. And I was like, Lord, I know you speaking to me today. Wow. Because you can do everything on the outside to make sure that you're healthy and everything, especially, you know, us as people, right? But you have to look on the inside and get that inside right. The Lord was really working on me this morning, y'all, when I came out to water this morning and I was doing that little project. But even when I took those items out, I was looking at them on the ground, all the deadheading and all the brown leaves. And I was like, Lord, take it away. If it needs to be taken out, take it away. The garden really can teach you lessons, guys. If you don't have one, start one. Because the garden it has been such a great teacher for me over the last year. I really enjoy it, and I do feel like the Lord talks to me every day out here. And right now, while I was doing this, he was saying, tell them what I told you to tell them, daughter. That's why I told y'all that. So if you don't want to hear, I understand. You can go on past it. Don't even listen. But the Lord told me to tell y'all. So I'm being obedient. Create in me a clean heart, Lord, and renew a right spirit within me. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what the Bible said. It smells like cucumbers over here. It smells so good. I told y'all these bait alpha were wonderful. They were flavorful. If you haven't tried it, try it, because, oh my goodness. I mean, the straight 8 was good as well. And they are a big slicing cucumber, but this one I think had a lighter skin, and that's what I enjoyed about it. Okay, last one, and then we're going to end the video because it's getting dark. I'm taking off the bottom leaves that look a little yellow. All right, everybody. This is what they're looking like in their new homes, nice and healthy. You still have plenty of time. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you'll come back and see us. I think this series is going to be one that is very helpful, especially to me. I'm doing it for me because I need to be more organized in the garden. And I think doing it this way is going to help me be more organized in the garden. And I hope it'll be helpful to you as well. I appreciate each and every one of you and all the ways you support the channel. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you'll be notified when I put out new videos. And as always, until I see you next time, may the good Lord take a liking to you.